There's a moment in every relationship, friend, family, coworker, even someone you love, where you feel it. The compliment that lands like a paper cut, the silence after your good news, the smile that doesn't reach their eyes. You tell yourself you're imagining it. You tell yourself they're happy for you. But something in your gut says they're not. Most people live with that feeling for years. They collect small wounds. They second-guess their instincts. They never get proof. I found the proof. And it's one question that forces hidden jealousy to surface within 10 seconds. I've used it on people I trusted, on people I suspected, on people who swore they had my back. And every single time, the ones who were secretly envious exposed themselves without even realizing it. Before I give you the question, I need to tell you why it works. Because if you don't understand the psychology, you'll miss the signs. You'll ask it wrong. You'll let them slip away clean. Let's go back to the first time I saw it destroy someone's mask. It was a small dinner with people I'd known for over a decade. There was a person there. Let's call him Dan. Everyone thought he was supportive, but I noticed the pattern. Every time someone in the group succeeded, Dan had a way of redirecting the conversation back to himself. Or he'd add a tiny, "yeah, but," after his congratulations. He never celebrated. He tolerated. I'd been studying dark psychology for months. I knew the signs. So I decided to test him. Not to expose him publicly, just to see if my gut was right. I waited for a lull in the conversation. I turned to Dan, kept my tone casual, and asked him the question. He didn't answer for 3 seconds. 3 seconds of dead silence. His eyes flickered, down, to the side, then back to me. Then he laughed, a short, sharp laugh that didn't match anything funny. He said, "Oh, I don't know. I never really think about stuff like that." Then he picked up his drink, took a long sip, and looked away. In that moment, I didn't need a confession. I had everything. Here's what I want you to understand. Dan didn't know he'd been caught. He thought he'd handled it. He thought his answer was neutral. That's the power of this question. It doesn't make people admit they're jealous. It makes them reveal their jealousy through what they don't say, how they don't move, and the tiny cracks in their composure that appear before they can patch them up. So, here it is. The question, what's one thing about my life that you wish was yours? Say it to yourself. Notice how it feels. It's direct, but it's disguised as vulnerability. You're not accusing them. You're inviting them to share, and that's what makes it lethal to someone who's hiding envy. I'm going to break down exactly what happens in their brain when you ask this. Because once you understand the psychology, you'll never miss the tell again. Jealousy is not a simple emotion. It's a cocktail of insecurity, comparison, and suppressed resentment. Most people who are jealous don't even admit it to themselves. Their conscious mind believes they're good people who want the best for you. But their subconscious is running a different program. If you win, I lose. When you ask them to name something they wish was theirs, you force those two parts of their mind to collide. They want to appear supportive, but the question demands honesty. The result is cognitive dissonance, a psychological war inside their own head. And wars always leave casualties. In this case, the casualty is their mask. You will see the mask slip. It happens in less than 10 seconds. And I'm going to teach you how to read the 3 responses that come after. Response number 1, the genuine answer. This is what you hope for. They pause. They think. They name something specific, but they ground it in their own reality. They might say, "Honestly, I've always admired how calm you are under pressure. I'm still working on that." Or, "Your ability to connect with people. I wish I had that, but I know it's something you've worked hard for." Notice the structure. They give a specific thing. They acknowledge it's yours. They don't diminish it. Their body language is open, shoulders relaxed, eye contact steady. These people are safe. They can celebrate you without feeling erased. Response number 2, the deflection. This is the mask trying to hold. They'll say something like, "I don't know. I've never thought about it." What kind of question is that? They laugh, but the laugh is hollow. They might physically turn away, cross their arms, suddenly check their phone. Their words are saying nothing, but their body is screaming, "Stop looking." Here's what you need to understand about deflection. It's not a neutral response. It's a protective one. A secure person can answer this question without fear. A jealous person can't, because admitting they want something you have feels like admitting they're less than you. So they dodge. And the way they dodge tells you everything. Watch for the pause. A genuine person pauses to think. A jealous person pauses to calculate. Response number 3, the backhand. This one is the most revealing. They'll give you a compliment that's secretly an insult. "Well, I guess your job is cool, but I wouldn't want to work all those hours. You've got a nice place, but I prefer something more cozy. You're always traveling, but I actually like being home." Listen for the word "but." Every "but" after a compliment is a tiny knife. They're telling you they want what you have, but they have to convince themselves they don't. It's jealousy performing as superiority. And once you hear it, you can't unhear it. Now, let's go deeper, because the words are only half the story. The real truth lives in the face. The human face has 43 muscles. Most of them are controlled by the limbic system, the part of the brain that reacts before you think. When someone feels threatened, those muscles move before they can stop them. When you ask this question, watch for the micro expressions that flash across their face in the first second. A slight tightening of the jaw, a forced smile that disappears immediately, a quick glance down and to the left, often a sign of internal distress, a nostril flare, a momentary freezing of the entire face. These aren't things people can fake. They're the truth leaking out before the mask slams back down. I tested this again recently with a former colleague. I'll call her Sarah. On the surface, Sarah was always supportive. She'd like my posts, send me congrats texts. But there was a pattern. Every time I shared a win, she'd somehow turn the conversation toward a challenge. She'd say, "That's amazing, but isn't it stressful?" She'd reframe my success as a burden. So one afternoon, I asked her the question, "What's one thing about my life that you wish was yours?" She answered immediately, "Your writing career." Then she paused. Her smile tightened. She added, I love my job too, so it's not like I'd trade, but you're really good at it." The words sounded nice, but I watched her face, the quick drop in her jaw after she said writing career, the way she rushed to add the second part, the subtle tension in her eyes. She didn't even know she'd told on herself. She wanted what I had, but she couldn't stand to admit it. So she wrapped the admission in layers of reassurance for herself, not for me. I'll be honest, the hardest time I used this question was with a family member, someone I grew up with. We'd always been close, or so I thought. But over the years, I noticed that every time something good happened in my life, they'd find a way to minimize it. A new job, hope it lasts. A relationship, just don't rush things. Small comments that seemed like concern, but felt like acid. I asked them the question over coffee. "What's one thing about my life that you wish was yours?" They didn't deflect. They didn't backhand. They did something worse. They froze. For a full 5 seconds, they stared at me with eyes that looked almost panicked. Then they said quietly, "I don't think I can answer that." That was the truth. They couldn't, because admitting it would mean acknowledging a pain they'd been hiding for years. It broke my heart, But it also freed me, because once you know, you can stop pretending. You can stop sharing your dreams with people who will secretly resent them. You can protect your peace. Now, before you go out and ask this question, I need to give you a warning. If you use this carelessly, you can damage relationships that are actually healthy. This question is a scalpel, not a hammer. You use it when you need clarity. You use it when your gut has been whispering for months. You don't use it to test everyone in your life. But here's the hard truth. You already know who to ask. You've felt the distance. You've noticed who doesn't truly celebrate you. You've collected those small paper cuts. This question just gives you proof. So let's say you ask, and you get your answer. Now what? Most people would confront. They'd say, I knew you were jealous. They'd demand an explanation, and that's exactly what you shouldn't do. Confrontation gives them the chance to gaslight you. They'll say, you're being paranoid. They'll flip it back on you. They'll make you doubt what you just saw. Instead, you use what dark psychology calls the gray rock method. You become the most boring, unresponsive version of yourself around them. You stop sharing your wins. You stop giving them emotional access. You don't react when they throw subtle digs. You become a gray rock. Uninteresting, unreactive, unreadable. Before gray rock, you leave every conversation feeling drained. You wonder what you did wrong. You carry their hidden envy like a weight. After gray rock, you take your power back. Their subtle digs hit a wall. Their attempts to diminish you find no fuel. And over time, they either fade out or expose themselves even more. And here's the beautiful part. When you stop feeding them your energy, they eventually show everyone else who they really are, because they'll start looking for someone else to target. And when they do, the people around you will finally see the pattern you've been seeing all along. Now, I've given you a powerful tool, but a tool is only useful if you use it. So here's what I want you to do. In the next 24 hours, I want you to ask this question to someone you've always had a subtle feeling about. Someone whose support has always felt a little conditional. Ask it casually, without accusation. Then watch. Watch their face for the first 5 seconds. Listen to the structure of their answer. Notice if they deflect, backhand, or freeze. And then come back here. Come back to this video. And in the comments, tell me exactly what they said and how they reacted. Don't summarize. Give me the words. Describe the face. I will personally reply to as many as I can. I will tell you what their response really meant, the psychology behind it, the hidden motive, and what you should do next. If this video helped you see through the masks of people around you, there's one small thing you can do that tells me you want more of this content. Hit the like button. Not for me, for you. It tells YouTube that you're someone who values truth over comfort. And if you want to keep seeing these psychological tools that protect your peace, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Because I'm not here to give you surface-level advice. I'm here to give you the same strategies that help me stop being a target and start being someone who sees clearly. Because when you start seeing jealousy for what it is, not a reflection of your worth, but a reflection of their insecurity, you stop absorbing it. You stop wondering. You stop letting their silent envy shape how you feel about your own success. One question, 10 seconds. Everything changes. Now go ask it and come back to tell me what happened. I'll be waiting in the comments.